2. Coach, thanks so much for joining us this morning. If we just get your thoughts on the game against SMU, and we expect to see you hit the road on Saturday to face UCF, please.
Was really proud of how the guys fought. Last Thursday night, we didn't give up. There's a couple of points in the game where I felt like we probably could have, and we didn't, and gave ourselves a chance to win there at the end. Hopefully, we'll just put our head down and keep working hard, and hopefully at some point here in the very near future we'll win some of those games. So doesn't get any easier for us. We go to Central Florida here on Friday night, play them at I believe it's 11 a.m. There in Orlando, and it's a hard place to play down there, and they're doing a heck of a job. Josh is doing a great job. Randy Shannon defensively is doing a really good job. Those guys are sound on defense and explosive on offense. Be a challenging place for us to go play. So life in the American, and it is what it is.
Take questions for Coach Dana Holgorsen, please. *1 on your telephone keypad will put you in the queue.
We have a question from Trey Strelko with the Nightline Sports Network.
Yeah, hello, Coach. As you look at UCF on film, what are the biggest challenges you see from them defensively?
Yeah, they're incredibly sound with what they do. They don't do a whole lot defensively. Randy never has. I've competed against him in the past, and they're just incredibly sound with what they do, and they play incredibly hard. So got a lot of really good players. They're pretty deep. They got some D linemen that are thick that can move and play a lot of them. Linebackers are in a healthy place, and got a lot of secondary guys that are pretty good in coverage as well. So the biggest thing that stands out, I know they got good players, but they're not they're not doing silly things. And they're always in position. They're very sound with what their calls are and what their technique is as well.
And on offense, UCF with more than 380 yards rushing Saturday at Temple. How do you look at the matchup? How are you able to slow them down?
Yeah, clearly got to stop the run. They're running the thing 45 times a game, and averaging over 200 yards a game rushing. So you think of UCF and you think of all their explosive plays that they get in the pass game, but it's all set up in the run. Got a lot of history and familiarity with what they do offensively, and and you're right. It all starts with the run. Got to do a good job of being sound in your gaps and getting off blocks, and then having enough wherewithal to understand that they're gonna deep shot you as well, and you got to get your guys to be sound in the back end as well.
Thank you, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we'll hear from Matt Marshall with Orlando Sentinel.
Hey, Dana, how you doing today?
Good.
I'm sure you had a chance to look at Dylan Gabriel, the UCF quarterback, and I wanted to get your thoughts on what you've seen from him so far, being a true freshman and all.
Yeah, he's they've had such good quarterback play there over the last several years, and looks like they got another one for the future. Nobody really wants to play a freshman quarterback if you don't have to. And we played one here this year, and we played one last year when Toon was a true freshman as well. So you kind of want to let those guys develop and get their feet underneath them. With that said, he's, I thought, done an outstanding job of going in and competing hard. So been proving it each and every week and competing hard as well. So it looks like they're going to be set for the future based on how he's playing as a true freshman.
Thanks, Dana. Appreciate it.
Next, we'll hear from Dan Tortora with WakeUpCallDT.com.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for asking. Just what you could say about, I know they're not on the field, but the Air King and Corbin, just what they've done for this team, maybe some leadership that they're giving you in the locker room, off the field, that you've been able to see.
Well, the one thing about where they're at, I've been happy with what their attitudes are. doing a good job on the scout team to help us any way that they can. They do a great job on the sidelines as well, especially Derek, just because of his experience at quarterback, being able to talk to Toon when he comes off, and Logan as well when he comes off. I think is very calming for the younger quarterbacks. So, I think one of the things that these guys are gonna what's gonna benefit them is just being able to take some of the pressure off their shoulders and just sit back and watch and evaluate and learn. That's just part of their maturity process right now, which they are. With that said, I'm coaching them when I can, but I got a lot of other guys that I got to focus on getting ready for Saturday's game. So we spend way more time with those guys than we do the guys that are currently scout teaming and redshirting. But with that said, it's just part of their maturity and development. I think it's going to be some really good players here in the future for us.
And then from those two positions, I know you talked about quarterback a little bit here this morning, but just from quarterback and wide receiver, what you're seeing offensively and maybe some of the positives you're taking with you as you step forward this week.
Yeah, I think we've improved. If you just look over the last couple of games in our pass game, we're making some plays downfield that we hadn't made in the first 6 games. So Jeremy Singleton's making some plays downfield. Marquez Stevenson made 2 huge plays that were explosive plays. Gotten our tight end, Trehan, involved in the pass game as well. So I just see improvement. I see some improvement up front with the pass protection, the quarterback's presence in the pocket, and then just receivers getting to where they need to be and making the plays downfield. We just need to put our head down and keep playing.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this week.
Coach, thanks for your time this morning. Look forward to talking to you once again next Monday.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.